In this video we're going to find out top 5 militaries in world, so stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe the channel. The United States Armed Forces are the military forces of the United States. The armed forces consists of 6 service branches: the Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, Space Force, and Coast Guard. The President of the United States is the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces and forms military policy with the Department of Defense, DoD, and Department of Homeland Security, DHS, both federal executive departments, acting as the principal organs by which military policy is carried out. All 6 armed services are among the 8 uniformed services of the United States. Also United States military. On number 2 we have North Korea. The Korean People's Army is the military force of North Korea and the armed wing of the Workers' Party of Korea, WPK. Under the Sungun policy, it is the central institution of North Korean society. Currently, WPK General Secretary Kim Jong-un serves as Supreme Commander and the Chairman of the WPK Central Military Commission. The KPA consists of 5 branches: the Ground Force, the Naval Force, the Air and Anti-Air Force, the Strategic Rocket Forces, and the Special Operation Force. North Korean military consists of around 1,200,000 of troops and is capable of performing dangerous tasks. That's why it is ranked as second most dangerous military in the world. On number 3 is Russian military. The armed forces of the Russian Federation, commonly referred to as the Russian Armed Forces, are the military forces of Russia. Their branches consist of the ground forces, the Navy, and the aerospace forces, as well as 3 independent arms of service: the Strategic Rocket Forces, the Airborne Forces, and the Special Operations Forces. Russian military consists of around 850,000 troops in total and is also capable of eliminating any sort of threat approaching their homeland. That's why we rank them on number 3. On number 4 we have India's Armed Forces. The Indian Armed Forces are the military forces of the Republic of India. It consists of 3 professional uniformed services: the Indian Army, Indian Navy, and Indian Air Force. Additionally, the Indian Armed Forces are supported by the Central Armed Police Forces, Assam Rifles, Indian Coast Guard and Special Frontier Force, and various inter-service commands and institutions such as the Strategic Forces Command, the Andaman and Nicobar Command, and the Integrated Defense Staff. The President of India is the Supreme Commander of the Indian Armed Forces, but the executive authority and responsibility for national security is vested in the Prime Minister of India and their chosen cabinet ministers. The Indian Armed Forces are under the management of the Ministry of Defence of the Government of India. With strength of over 1.4 million active personnel, it is the world's second largest military force and has the world's largest volunteer army. It also has the 3rd largest defense budget in the world. The Global Firepower Index report lists it as the 4th most powerful military. Indian military is one of the most decorated militaries around the globe. That's why it is ranked on number 4. The next military on the list is Pakistan's military. The Pakistan Armed Forces are the military forces of Pakistan. It is the world's 6th largest military measured by active military personnel and consists of 3 formally uniformed services: the Army, Navy, and the Air Force, which are backed by several paramilitary forces such as the National Guard and the Civil Armed Forces. According to Global Firepower, the Pakistan Armed Forces are ranked as the 9th most powerful military in the world. A critical component to the armed forces structure is the Strategic Plans Division Force, which is responsible for the maintenance and safeguarding of Pakistan's tactical and strategic nuclear weapons stockpile and assets. The President of Pakistan is the Commander-in-Chief of the Pakistan Armed Forces, and the chain of command is organized under the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff Committee alongside the respective Chiefs of Staffs of the Army, Navy, and Air Force. All branches are systemically coordinated during joint operations and missions under the Joint Staff Headquarters. Pakistan's military is capable of performing risky tasks and could be lethal when it comes to defend their motherland. That's why it is ranked on number 5. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Kindly like and subscribe the channel.